Hello, my name is Jasmine, and today I will be giving a presentation on why you should date me. So let's just hop right into it. All right, so just a little bit of background information before we get started. First of all, my name is Jasmine. We've already been over that. I don't have a last name. My name is just Jasmine. My date of birth is September 23rd, 2001. That wasn't my choice for the day. I wanted to be born on the 22nd, but I guess my mom had other plans. However, in terms of the difficulty of my birth, my mom has told me that it was pretty easy to push me out. So that's something I like to pride myself in. It's a part of my identity, and I feel like it says a lot about my character. The next thing you should probably know about me is that I am technically 5'9", but I usually tell people that I am 5'10". And for some reason, saying 5'10" makes me feel more superior. So yeah. Also, throughout my life, I've had many different favorite colors, but most consistently has been pink. Right now, I'm really feeling teal, but I mean, generally, I typically like the color pink. Also, right now, my current favorite roasted vegetable is roasted Brussels sprouts. Yeah, that should be that. All right, let me move my screen here. Okay, so some of my key characteristics that you should know about me is that I'm very kind. I am very smart. I got all A's in high school. And when I got 1B, I cried about it for a really long time. So there is some perfectionism issues that I do deal with there, but that is something that I'm working with a therapist on. So that's nothing that you need to worry about. Another great characteristic about me is that I'm always worried. I'm always worried about the future. I'm always worried about the past. I'm usually worried about what people think of me, and I will most likely always be worried about what you think of me. But again, that is something that I like to think is a strength of mine. I feel very self aware. I feel like that's something that I can turn into such a positive light in my life. Another great thing about me is that I'm very easygoing, but not all of the time. I'm typically very willing vocally to go to any restaurant, to make any plans for the day. But really, on the inside, I'm not willing to be easygoing. And there is one specific restaurant that I want to go to. So just know on the outside, I am, but on the inside, I'm very picky. Something else about me is that I'm very customer service oriented. Now, to be transparent, I'm not quite sure what this means, but my dad told me that I should always have that on my resume. So I decided to include that in here. And the last characteristic about me is that I'm very organized. In fact, I'm so organized that if you are unorganized, then I will criticize you and I will have a drive to want to organize your life for you. So, um, yeah. Okay, let's see. All right, so now going into my special skills. So the first thing is that I am a chef. I did not go to culinary school, not yet, but I do consider myself a professional chef. Some of the food that I can make for you would be smoothie bowls, oatmeal, grilled sandwiches, sauteed vegetables, including broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Sometimes I saute spinach, kale, leafy greens, stuff like that. I also recently learned how to make quinoa on the stove. So if you are a fan of some good quinoa, I am willing to do that for you. And I'm also willing to learn more. So I have an open mind. I'm willing to try new things and learn new skills. Um, Another great skill I have is that I do enjoy building IKEA furniture. I find it entertaining. I find it challenging. I find it riveting. I find completing IKEA furniture gives me a rush of dopamine and increases my serotonin levels. Another special skill I have is that I can sing the Can't Hold Us rap by Macklemore featuring Ryan Lewis. However, some of the words I don't know what he's saying, so I kind of mumble over them. But in the grand scheme of things, I can essentially rap the whole thing. I can also do winged eyeliner in one try. This is a skill that a lot of girls like me lack, and I feel like this helps me stand out from the rest of society. Another special skill I have is that I can, for the most part, recite the entire Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief movie. I personally have the Blu-ray version. It might be different than the original, so that's all I can base my information off of. And yeah, so take a second to enjoy the pictures. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so just a few more special skills that I feel are really important for me to include within my presentation. I do have the ability to play any song on the recorder. You name it, I can play it. Even if it's a rap, even if it's something that doesn't specifically have pitch or tune, I find a way to make it work. So if you're looking for entertainment in the relationship, something to keep things nice and spicy, I can provide that service to you. And last but not least, my most special skill is that I'm really good at crying. I might even consider myself a professional. I haven't been a certified crier, I haven't gotten my license in it, but I do like to consider that I have a lot of experience in this field. And I feel like the amount of experience that I have qualifies me to be a professional crier. I cry a lot, I cry for no reason. And it's very healing to me, and I love it a lot. So, yeah. Okay, so now moving on to uh, my possible weaknesses. So, this isn't meant to scare you off. I just want to be as transparent as possible with you. So, the first weakness that I have is I am chronically constipated. Excuse me. Every day is a struggle for me to have a bowel movement. Typically, if I do, they're very hard rocks and it's painful and there's a lot of straining. Again, I just want to be open and honest. So if that bothers you, then having a relationship with me is maybe not something that we should pursue. The next weakness I have is I've never been able to understand the classic board game Monopoly. Every time I play it, I don't understand. I have to reread the instructions, and it still doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So if you're somebody who really enjoys playing Monopoly and you see that as a fun Friday night activity with me, just know you're in for a lot of stress and a lot of confusion. But if you're willing to work through that with me, I would love to pursue a relationship with you. Another weakness is that I already know how to skateboard. Now, to me, this is a benefit, but for you, as my partner, this might be a weakness because if you're a skater boy, you may want to teach me how. But the reality is, I might be better than you. And if that bothers you, then that is something you should consider. I also drive a Kia Soul. Great. I have never been inside of a Taco Bell, and I have heard that once you enter inside a Taco Bell, you unlock a new human emotion. And I do not have that emotion because I have never been inside of a Taco Bell. But I would love to pursue that journey with a romantic partner. So if you are willing to do that with me, I would love to experience that human experience with someone. My last and only last weakness is that I did take AP Calculus in high school. However, I don't remember any of it. I think I remember how to take a derivative of something, but if you ask me to do anything that I spent time in studying for calculus, I wouldn't be able to do it. Um, Great. Okay, so we have come to the end of our presentation here. So in conclusion, I am not like other girls. I like being quirky. I like having casual nights at home. I'm an introvert. I don't like going out and partying. Um, you can't find a lot of people like me. So I'm just gonna reiterate then one more time. I am not like other girls. And also, you should date me. Give it a try. Reach out. The worst thing that can happen is that I reject you, I never speak to you again, and I block you on every social media platform. Another worst case scenario is that I do tell the police, I do tell family members, and I get a restraining order against you. But the chances of that happening are very small, and I think it's worth those risks are worth the they're worth it. Okay. Thank you so much.